Okay. Okay, here we go. Day 10. Day 10, night 10. I hope you had an incredible night. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you had an amazing day. It was, technology. I love it. I love it when it works. We love it when it works. We appreciate it when it reworks. Had a little bit of a kerfuffle there, but we are going for it here tonight. Welcome. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. We want to wake up our state at 8 o'clock at night on day 10 reset. And I am ready for you. Yes, we talked about last night about being in control of our state and changing it and shifting it at any given time. Welcome. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes behind. I had some technical difficulties with the camera going active, but we are here, and I'm so glad that you are here with me. When you come on, I want to know that you're here. Good evening. Hello. Welcome back. Woo! Let's go. Yes. People are jumping in the chat and jumping on tonight because they're committed and they're showing up for themselves, wanting this breakthrough and transformation. And I got to tell you, it certainly is. Hello! Yes, sir! Buenas noches, amiga! So good to see you! Oh yeah, last night was powerful. Were you able to go to sleep right away when we finished last night? Because for me, it took me a little bit to get settled down from such a good state. Is good teaching about being in control of our state, shifting our state, and it's such a powerful thing. So, how many of you actually paid attention to your state? Where when you went to do the thing that you were committed to, did you stick to your commitment today? CEOs, did you do the thing that you committed to last night? Did you do it today? How did it go? Friends? Because I'm not just here to pump you up and motivate you. I'm here to encourage you, but to actually hear about some steps being taken. Yes! Woo! Yes! That's what I want to hear. Yes! Extra! Exclamation mark. Fantastic. Okay, so friend, did you take notice of your state? Was there a state at a point today where you noticed the heaviness and your face being drawn, and you actually caught yourself and shifted your state? Was there a time in your day, friends, that you took notice and you intentionally did something that shifted you and it worked? Was there a time today? It may take some time for you to be intentional and to be aware of it. But the more we do this over the next, couple weeks, totally. Okay, this is what I want to hear. You're going for it. Yes. Yes. And then you smiled. Okay, everybody went to it. They stuck to their commitment. Way to go. And they paid attention to their state and shifted it. And then you smiled. Exactly. Because when we are in control, when we know that we are designing our future, you are creating your future. You really are making things happen. Even in this moment, whatever you're thinking about, you are designing something. And it is very, very powerful when we are directing our thoughts, when we are directing our beliefs, when we're directing our actions, because we're making conscious efforts. We're rewiring our mind, rewiring the patterns that are shaping our future. And so this is transformational. There's systems, there's technology, there's all these things in our life that make things so much easier, and it's wonderful. But it doesn't change this. So what I found, doing trainings, doing coaching programs, buying the shiny object, they were all good. There wasn't anything wrong with them. However, I hadn't shifted. I hadn't changed. So no matter how good the product is, no matter how good the system is, no matter how awesome, you're equipped to do the job, if there is a different message going on, nothing is going to be as effective as it should. You just end up spending money. You just end up doing coaching. You end up doing systems and programs, and you don't follow through. In fact, did you know that only 25% of people that sign up for a program or sign up for a system or new technology, like, barely get past the first email? Like, people spending money and investing in things, and they don't even get past the first email because of this. So that's why, that's why this program is so important. It's so powerful, because what's going to happen is things are going to shift. Your intentionality, your drive, your motivation, your discipline, your habits, everything is going to shift, because we're going to be anchoring. We're going to be future pacing. We're going to do everything that you need to rewire and create new patterns to go towards your compelling future of what it is that you really, really want. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So when you buy those programs, when you get those systems, when you invest, you are going to be transformed. You're going to activate them all, because you'll know exactly what you want to do with them. And you won't have this sabotage going on in your brain that's going to take you in all different kinds of directions if you stay the course, if you listen to the voice, if you take these tools and continue in with them and stay in an environment with people that are building you up, encouraging you, and keeping you moving forward. Man, your life is gold. It is. It really, really is. You're meant for great things, but you're going to deliver and complete these things. That's what we want, right? We want to complete things. So I really want, in saying all of this, I want to celebrate you. I really want to celebrate you for showing up, for committing, for owning your journey. This is not easy. And you guys, you're making this super easy for me, showing up and saying that you're sticking to your commitments. You're noticing the changes. Like, this is what I'm going to be celebrating every single night, and hearing that. So thank you. Thank you for owning your own journey. It belongs to you. So thank you for doing that. Okay, let's start where we always want to start, and putting your hand on your chest and taking a deep breath in. And when you take a deep breath in, when you go to release, I want you to shoot your arms up with your arms fisted and just feel that energy, okay? Can we do that? Put your hand on your chest, take a deep breath in. Fill that belly and breathe out. Oh, yeah. Whew. Get that energy flowing. Let's try that again. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Oh, yeah. Hands fisted. Okay, one more time. Let's go. Let's get this energy going. Let's get this mind cleared and straight and ready to be activated. Breathe in and out. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome, welcome. If you're joining us for the very first time tonight or on the replay, I want to welcome you and say that you are right on time. You're right on time. I was just complimenting and celebrating those that have been showing up every single night, and they are experiencing shifts and intentionality movements and changing of patterns, and it's so fantastic. And for those that have been watching the repeats, they've been saying thank you so much. Thank you for what you're teaching and giving and offering, because I'm noticing some changes. There's patterns, there's things that are taking place. So way to go. Thank you for showing up. And for those that are showing up tonight, thank you. Way to go. Way to go. Welcome. We've done a lot of work up to this point, And so that's why I've been celebrating everyone. So if you get a chance, watch the past episodes to just so you know, get some clarity of where we're heading to, especially when it has to do with your values and your beliefs, and making sure that you're aligned with those to get some clarity of where we are going. Okay, it's very, very important to have clarity of where you are going. What do you want for your life? What does it look like? And reminding yourself that if you if nothing changes, a year from now, what will that mean for you? What would that mean for you? If going through all the programs, going through these systems, being committed, but you let yourself fall off and go astray and nothing changes, what will that mean? And we did that exercise last night, and we noticed the heaviness and the weight and the drawn face. Very discouraging, right? And then we immediately shifted our state in thinking about, and what if things do change? What if we kept on course and stayed in the community, and stayed in with our commitments, and stayed in the intentionality that we are designers, that we are co-creators, that we are going for our life, and things were rapidly changing and transformative. And a year from now, our life was just so much more abundant and engaged and active in exactly what we want. What would that mean? What would that mean for us? And going towards that pleasure, right? Because we tend to move away. When there's a painful time and there are painful thoughts, we move away from pain. But we want to hold true that when we do stick to things, when we go after it, we can fulfill that compelling future that we desire. Now, I mentioned it before a few nights ago about the routine and how it was really, really important to me, the morning routine. And I'll be sharing more about the morning routine, but I want to talk about our evening routine. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from everyone here, even if you're watching this on replay. What kind of morning or evening routine do you currently have? Again, like always, we want to get really real and honest for ourselves. What kind of morning or evening routine do you currently have? Is it consistent, or does it change? So let's just talk about our evening routine right now. What are you doing just before bed? Come on, let me know. Are you reading, journaling, or maybe scrolling on your phone before bed? Or do you have a habit of having a snack just before you're going to bed, or eating late? Or is it inconsistent due to children and work and play and all these things going on? And I totally get that. So this is not a moment of judgment. Please, it's not. It's a time of clarity. Playing the Wordle? What's the Wordle? I don't even know what that is. But you're playing something. Okay, well, thank you for sharing. Whatever that is, share what that is. But you're playing something before bed. And again, it's not judgment. I just want to know where we are. You're reading the New York Times. Okay. But you're playing something in the New York Times. Okay. Really cool. Who else? What else are you doing before you go to bed? And is it consistent? Let me know. Is your bedtime, do you have a consistent bedtime routine? And what is it? Here's something really, really important. I'm not frozen. I just wanted to pause for a second to break the pattern up. Okay, here it says, set an alarm, watch TV, water, glass filled, telling myself I'm going to rest well. Hey, those are good. Setting your alarm. Do you have to set your alarm every night? Because if you have an iPhone, I set my alarm set and I never have to touch it again. I don't even have to think about it. And in fact, I don't even have to set my alarm anymore because I just wake up at the same time. So that's why I really want to know, do you have the same thing? So it sounds like you have a very good, consistent evening, which is really, really important. But you're telling yourself that you're going to have a good night's sleep. What happens when you tell yourself something? What happens when you tell yourself something, but things are not consistent? and they're not in line, you do the opposite, right? You're like trying to count sheep. But if you have things consistent, and it sounds like you do, which is really, really good, your body goes into that motion, knowing that it's time to sleep, that it's time to get ready for bed. Let's see. Right now, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Because if you're telling yourself you're going to have a good sleep, you're not going to have a good sleep. If you have to tell yourself that that you need to have a good sleep, something's going on, right? Something's going on that you're not sleeping. I am super grateful because I sleep super, super well. Like my sleep, I mean, yeah, my sleep is very coveted. It should be very coveted for us, right? Because we need to get the good sleep in. It's so important. But that's why your evening routine is gold. Like it is so important for you to hold your evening routine. Like for example, scrolling on your phone or watching screens right before sleep, guess what? It sends signals to your brain that keep you alert. You know, that blue light, it tricks your nervous system into thinking it's daytime. It literally tricks your system into thinking it's daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. So if you're watching television or if you're scrolling on your phone or you're looking at anything, your brain is thinking, your brain honestly doesn't know what time of day it is all the time, right? So if you're putting a bright light in front of it, it's like, oh, okay, it's daytime, it's light time, it's not sleep time. You're actually creating energy, not the right kind of energy for a good night's sleep. It makes it much more difficult to do that. Yes, you are busted. You are busted. But there's no judgment. We're just fixing it. We're just aligning with what it was. How many here would love to have a good night's sleep? Who wants to have a good night's sleep? I do. I do. I do. Oh, yeah. I do. I do. I do. Yeah. Yeah. You want to have a good night's sleep. Oh, I want to have a good night's sleep. I'm so thankful. And so that's instead of telling yourself that you're going to have a good sleep, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful that I can have a good night's sleep because I'm preparing my mind and my body in order to do so. And that's what we're going to do. Yes, we're going to prepare our mind and our body to have a good night's sleep. If you're eating late and not winding down properly, your body's busy digesting food instead of resting. You shouldn't eat after 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. To make that habit of saying, I am going to discipline myself and not eat anything after 8 o'clock at night because I need my body to go into rest mode. Sleep is so important. So if you're eating it after 8 o'clock at night, your body is not in rest mode. So blue light, scrolling, watching TV, there has to be a time frame. And this is what I found has worked for me, is that I set my alarm to tell me when it's time to get ready for my nighttime routine. So I have a notice on my phone that you'll hear my bedtime charm, and it goes off at 8:30, telling me that it's time to settle down. It's time to get ready. So by 9 o'clock, I am finished. Brooklyn and I like to watch TV. So I like to watch an episode with her, and that's something super important. So my alarm will go off just to give me that reminder. And, it's in my subconscious because I hear it. And immediately when I hear it, I've trained my body already that I'm winding down. So after 9 o'clock, I'm not good to anyone because I've already trained my brain and my body that it's time to settle down. It's time to go into bedtime routine. By 9:30, I'm up into my bedroom. By 9:30, I'm in my bedroom. And my nighttime routine begins. So from 8:30, I have an alarm set. You can go into your Apple phone. There's my dad. Look at him with his glasses. Isn't he cute? I love you, Dad. I just set my alarm for the bedtime signal, and it goes off at 8:30. Then I've I know that I have 30 minutes past 9 o'clock to get up into my bedroom, and my body has already started to go into shutdown mode after 9 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock, I'm upstairs and I begin my routine. Remember, I told you I didn't usually even, I was a person, like full disclosure, I never washed my face before I went to bed at night. I was lazy. And they noticed last night I had told you that I was like looking in the mirror, you know, and noticing that life was, what life was not waiting for me. That I needed to make some decisions. I needed to jump into my dream, and everything that I wanted for my life, I needed to fully commit. And one of those things is I always wanted to have glowing skin. I wanted to have radiant skin. I'd see women that just had this beautiful complexion, and I didn't have that because I didn't really take care of my skin. And so I had made, I had made that commitment that I would start looking after my face better. And interesting enough, that when I started to look after my face better, I looked after me better. My routine came into place by what I began in taking care of my skincare. And so I go through that process of washing my face, cleansing my face, and I have a few products that I've added into because I have actually created a Glow with Grace line. Glow with Grace Radiant products that helps you to get that radiance, to help you get that glow. And I've been using my own products. I went to China and I resourced them. I sourced them out, making sure that I was choosing the best products that I could possibly put my name to. And so the products that I've chosen, the machines that I have chosen to be a part of my line are absolutely incredible. Now, I've been looking after my face and my routine for quite a few years now, but however, I discovered there was more. There was more that I could venture on. And when I turned 50, my girlfriend had given me this incredible ion machine. And what it does is it cleans deeper below the surface. And this ion machine, use different cleansers, and it goes below the surface. My skin started to get healthier. It started to glow. It started to radiate. And I was like, this is exactly what I have been looking for. This is exactly what I need. And I just really fell in love with my routine even more because I was getting the results. I was always looking after my insides, taking care of my spirit, taking care of my being, spending time in writing and prayer and devotion. But it was when I added these things on, this evening routine, that my life, I got better sleeps, I got better rest, I got better clarity, and I got the fullness of joy, like fullness of joy, of expectation for my life. So I'm going through this for you because you can have this too. You can have good night's sleeps, right? You can have clarity. You can have understanding when you put these steps in, that you matter, that you are fighting for your life, that you're fighting for what you want in your life. You're going after what you're creating and designing. And maybe glowing skin is not something that you're looking for, right? Maybe that's not what you want. Maybe that's not important to you and it doesn't need to be. I'm just saying that when we do something consistently, when we create habits, that we get the results that we want. So who doesn't want good night's sleep, right? Who doesn't want a good night's sleep? Who doesn't want to have clarity at the end of the night, where it gives them space to be grateful and to think about what has taken place in that day, that you can really reflect on and build forward for the next. And that's what this routine does. For those of you that have been committed to this program with me up until now, and you're going to continue to on, I want to gift you with a special journal chosen that I want to deliver to you and give to you as my gift of thankfulness, of gratitude, to say thank you. So if you have been showing up with me and you know who you are every single night, look for that, because journaling is a very important part of our habits and our evening ritual. So going from washing our face and getting it ready, I put the oil, I finish them, and then I do some machines that I can introduce later. I get into bed and I just, with one of my LED masks, it gets me like really into a really calm meditative state. But I usually spend some time reading, something that's relaxing to me. It's motivational, it's personal development, because that's what I'm obsessed with, right? That's my passion. That's what I do. So I'll read something to do with personal development or growth or people, and it gets me just into that space. Then I spend some time thinking about what I'm grateful for, and journaling at night is really important, just as I journal in the morning. But I spend some time just being thankful for. I pick 3 things that I'm thankful for every single day. I write it down. It's in my journal, and I just spend some time. What's 3 things? And it's pretty easy to find 3 things that you can be thankful for. So today I went skiing with my daughter. My daughter went skiing for the very first time. So you better believe it. I am so thankful. Oh, thank you. Thank you that I was able to spend time with Brooklyn today. Then, every time I went up to the chairlift. And so I'll write this out. I'll write out my experience of every time I was on the chairlift, Brooklyn would say, Mom, thanks so much. I'm having such a great day. Are you having a good day? This has been the best day. I'm so thankful. Like, she said it over and over and over again. I'm really grateful that, I was able to do that with her today. I'm really grateful that I didn't fall and hurt myself. I'm really grateful for those things. I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful that I didn't fall and hurt myself. My husband was a little concerned. Being grateful. So find those things. You can find them, but get into the habit. And when you get into the habit of gratitude is your attitude, gratitude will be your latitude. It is amazing when you being it super intentional, because we all say, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm always grateful. But until you write it down and take notice every single day of what you are grateful for, it's just passing thoughts. We want to be intentional about everything. And so I promise you, I actually put my name to it. That's why I put Glow with Grace on the products that I'm launching, because I know that if you listen to my voice, if you work on the tools that I'm giving you, your life will change. Your life will go in the direction that you choose. Fulfillment of that potential, fulfillment of joy, fulfillment of peace, fulfillment of love, fulfillment of life. So think about this tonight as we step out, because it's probably one of the greatest things that you'll learn to do for yourself is your evening ritual. What can I do to get my body settled down? You only have to put in your alarm once. Make that decision about what time would be best for you to get up in the morning. And don't do a radical set. Don't do a radical change that you can only commit for a few days. Just like whatever time you get up now, if it works for you, okay, set the time for that. But if you could get up a little bit earlier to put in a new habit, to fulfill a commitment, then get up a little bit earlier, but just get up 15 minutes earlier. Don't put yourself through a whole new course of action that you're not used to. Just take these little steps. By taking these little steps, it'll be transformative. Okay, so friends, I know that you're going to have a good sleep tonight, because you're going to take action. You're going to make the steps forward into this place of peace and serenity. You're going to have a good night's sleep. Saying, I'm going to have a good night's sleep. I am putting into order. I'm making plans, creating habits for my life, because I want to live strong. I want to fulfill everything that I was meant to fulfill. And I know by ordering up my life, ordering up my private life, ordering up my public life is going to give me a fulfilled life. And so look for the journals that I'm going to give to you. I'm excited to give them to you. And also I want to introduce my first product, my first piece of night ritual when it comes to washing your face and getting your face and mind ready. It's really interesting. As we age, we have muscles that, you know, kind of get saggy in our body. And we actually have an incredible amount of muscles in our face that get saggy. And just like everything else in our body, we need to exercise it. So this is a really amazing scrub machine, and it's a vibrating machine that stimulates the muscles in your face and brings everything upward. So there's 3 different settings with lights, and the lights help your products to go deeper below the surface. And there's a vibration motion that is so nice. But your first level is if you don't wear makeup but you want to cleanse your face. You put your cleanser on your brush, and you just take it lightly and you start to massage the muscles in your face, waking up those muscles, stimulating those muscles. And you want to move it in that direction. So there's 3 different settings that do 3 different things that I can share and give you the details. But it's my first Glow with Grace item, and I'm really excited to share it with those of you that are in the program that are interested in being ambassadors in taking part in my launch. I would love to share this with you because it's greatly discounted and what it's going to be sold, in a few weeks. So I want you to jump in, take advantage of it, because I would love to share it with you, and I can share the details with you. If you're interested, you can DM me, and I can send you those. So we're going to keep on going forward, but tonight, get that in place. Okay, friends, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great sleep. Come on, listen. You're going to have an amazing sleep because you're going to think about the design of your night and what that looks like for you. It looks different for you than it does me. So do that. Whatever you want to do, but make sure something consistent that your body's just going to say, night, night, time to go to sleep. Let's start to wind down, because you're going to have an amazing, incredible sleep, and it's going to make all the difference for doing what you want to do tomorrow. Okay, good night. Stick with me, and tomorrow is day 11. Mwah. Good night. Sleep tight. God bless you. God keep you, and may his face shine upon you, keeping you in perfect peace. Good night, my friends.